Champions. And joining us now is Jamie Swafford, the marketing manager for Ag Up Equipment. Jamie, good to see you again.
It's good to see you.
Yeah, so I couldn't help but notice all the very fancy John Deere equipment walking in. It doesn't even look like farming equipment that I remember.
Well,
It is very impressive.
it is. The technology in our equipment today is incredibly impressive. And we tried to bring as much of it as we could, from big to small.
It's awesome. So, one of the things that I've gleaned from our guests thus far that, of course, are farmers and very familiar with the farming industry is just how important it is to have these sorts of tools that John Deere makes and that Ag Up markets and works with farmers on to help them cut costs, increase yields, be more productive, because the margin pressure is incredible.
That's right, and we are focused on being good stewards of the land, as we always have been, and to continue to feed the world. We have got to continue to innovate and use technology to do things like use less fuel consumption and one-pass type deals in the field and things like that. So we're committed to that. John Deere's committed to that, and we bring it all together for our customers.
It's incredible. One of the things that, of course, we hear a lot about, certainly in the news, is just supply chain constraints and the limited availability of products and not only new gear but components, parts replacement. How's that going now?
That's actually clearing up.
Okay.
We are having
Okay.
a lot better time with that. 2023 is going to be a great year, and I don't think we'll have that going forward that we've seen in the past couple of years.
So is the backlog, is that the lead time shrunk here recently?
It has. On most items, there's still some things that you may have to wait for, but it's not like it was during the pandemic.
What's new that the farmer should know about that maybe, because you're now spending a lot of time educating them because new stuff is introduced.
Well, farmers stay up on everything because they have to, and the technology that they're purchasing, they get a lot of training and one-on-one time with staff to be updated. But we also have things out here like compact utility tractors for smaller property owners. We have poultry equipment out here for poultry growers, because we talk about the big tractors all the time, but there's so much more to it in the agricultural world than just the big fun machines. So, yeah.
Sure. John Deere has really transformed as a company.
Mm-hmm.
I like to describe them as a technology company that happens to build farm implements and farm equipment.
I think that's probably how they would describe themselves today.
It's incredible.
They are committed to it. I mean, if you don't adapt, you're going to die. So they have adapted, and they will continue to adapt.
Very innovative.
Yes.
Unbelievably innovative.
It's an incredible company to work for.
Yeah. So how's business going, speaking of that?
It's going well. We're getting ready for spring.
Yeah.
We've got some great deals on like the 3E tractor I just mentioned, the little compact utility. We have 0 for 60 months and an additional $1,000 off. So we're getting excited. Mowers are coming in. We've got lots of tractors showing up. So it's going well.
And something else that your company is known for is service. You've got multiple locations.
That's the most important part that I feel like people need to know is our locations allow us to provide the service and the parts after the sale, because you can buy the equipment, but you need the parts and service to continue. You don't just need to buy a tractor and leave. We are committed to the parts and service as well as selling you the equipment. We're here for the long term.
And you guys develop these long-term relationships with your customers as well. I mean, it's generations of them, and it's repeat business.
Every customer, whether they're buying a lawnmower or a small tractor, we want them to be our customers for life. So we want to make sure they have everything they need to do what it is they want to do on their property and do it efficiently and effectively and a great price.
Yeah. Your outlook for the industry is positive, I take it? It seems like it.
I mean, we have to eat, right?
Yeah,
So,
I agree. It's necessary wares to produce the food that we need to eat, and of course.
Would I like it to be as good as last year? Absolutely. but it may not be as good as last year. But yeah, we have a positive outlook, and we're looking forward to spring and everything from, the small stuff to large farming. We're looking forward to everything that starts.
Well, it's certainly a crucial part of serving Mississippi's farmers, no doubt. Your company is, and that's important because that's a big industry, and like you said, we got to eat. And of course, agricultural products are used in so many more applications than just the food we eat as well. So it's a very diverse ecosystem. But Jamie, appreciate you coming on. I know we're going to talk later on the program as well.
Thank you for having us.
You got it. Jamie Swafford, Marketing Manager, Ag Up. We're here for the 2023 Dixie National Sale of Junior Champions. Joining us now, Jamie Swafford, Marketing Manager, Ag Up Equipment. All right, Jamie, lots of traffic in here today. I bet lots of folks are looking at that beautiful John Deere equipment you guys got positioned out there. Maybe take some of it home with them.
They can. Come see me.
All right, so we need to talk about the poultry equipment and the compact tractors that you guys offer. We didn't get to that in the last discussion. Tell us about that.
The poultry industry in Mississippi is, I think, the largest part of our agricultural industry. I don't have the exact numbers, but it's a big part of our industry, and Ag Up is committed to being the place that you get your poultry equipment, that you get it serviced, and that we have the parts and we have what you need. Our poultry tractor that is specialized for the market is all about efficiency, helping you run longer, cooler, and being easy to clean out. So we have some of that here. We also have implements that John Deere doesn't make, the housekeeper, the litter pulverizer, things like that. And we have staff that are dedicated to making sure you know how to use it.
Yeah.
So, and we also have the skid steers. A lot of people are liking to use the skid steers in the houses as well too now.
So I know the farmers know this, but out of curiosity for our audience, these big pieces of equipment, does that stuff have to get delivered by you guys to the farm, or do they have the means to?
Some farmers come pick up their stuff, but yes, we have a fleet that can deliver it to your property as well.
Okay.
Yep.
And what if a farmer, a customer, wants to actually see the equipment? Is there demo equipment that's at the stores?
So depending on what they're wanting to demo, yes.
Yeah.
They could get with their local salesman and definitely either see one. Some of our locations have the space to demo it there, so that can happen. With poultry equipment, a lot of our producers can get a demo done with their local salesman.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
The way that the innovation in technology has just infused the farming industry is fascinating to me, especially when it comes to this very sophisticated equipment. And when you look inside of one of those things, it doesn't look like you're on a farm implement or a tractor. It looks more like you're in the cockpit of a modern jetliner.
It does. It's what it takes to make sure that we are feeding the world and farming in the way that makes the most sense for today's needs. The acreage that we're covering, the amount of people that it takes to cover that acreage is less than it used to be, so we've got to be on our A game basically, and all those computers in the cab and on the planters are talking to each other, and they're making that happen for the producer.
Yeah, and when you look in there, folks, it's just panes of glass is what it is, honestly. It's pretty neat.
And screens and lots of
well, that's what I mean, the glass screens.
Yeah, glass screens and glass windows. But yeah, it is amazing, and if you don't have any idea of what our producers in the large ag world, as well as here, a lot of these kids here today grow up on farms that may be poultry farms, or they may just be smaller farms. Come down. There's a lot of people that can educate you on what it takes to bring food to the table.
It's truly incredible, of course. Whereas maybe the more I'm watching Secretary of State Michael Watson looking at our camera here.
Come on.
Folks have been doing this a while, like me, that are on up there in age. They have to get kind of acclimated to this. But the next generation, such as those that are showing these animals here today, they sort of expect this. They already come into this expecting they're going to have that kind of technology at their disposal.
Well, they've grown up with it, and it's a necessary thing for the next generation to be aware of it, to use it, and to use it properly.
No doubt.
To continue the legacy that we're leaving them.
How many locations you have? Where are they?
We have 16. We have 12 here in Mississippi.
Okay.
And we have 4 in Arkansas.
And it's important to be relatively close to where your customers are.
Yes, we are. We have 16 locations. We are dedicated to making sure that after you purchase that equipment, that you have the parts, service, support that you need, because that's just as important as purchasing the equipment.
Absolutely. Yeah. John Deere, the world leader in this industry.
Yes. Yes.
It's true.
Yeah. We've been around for a long time. We're the only tractor company headquartered here in the U.S., and that's important because your dollar stays here in the U.S. And I think in today's world that should matter when you come to purchase equipment, even if it's for your smaller property. You're supporting not only a dealer, but you're keeping your money here in the U.S.
No doubt. Great American company.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, Jamie, appreciate you coming on and giving us more information about Ag Up and the great John Deere equipment that these farmers need to be productive and be prosperous.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Yep. We're stepping aside for a break right here.